All right, you guys. So I actually wanted to share something with you guys. It's been a tough road, but you know what? Something about me is I cannot be broken, and I'm gonna continue to keep going and keep pushing through and keep pushing through, no matter what battles try to come against me. I will keep going because you guys would be surprised at the things that were said to me this weekend. Just because, like, I don't know about most people, but how can I say this? Because I want people to really understand what I'm saying. You know how when you're pregnant, right? And let's say you don't like mac and cheese, okay? And you never really like mac and cheese, let's just say. But all of a sudden, you're pregnant and you like mac and cheese. You're like, I just have a craving for mac and cheese, and usually I don't like mac and cheese, or usually I don't eat mac and cheese. Some people crave pickles. Some people crave different stuff that they would not normally eat if they were not pregnant. Guess who's craving that? It's not the mother, it's the baby. The baby's craving that. And you get those, and you communicating with the baby, right? Because how else would you know that it's mac and cheese that they like? Or they want pickles? Because it's not the mother who wants the pickles, right? It's the baby who wants the pickles. Because when you're not pregnant, all of a sudden you're like, I don't want that anymore. Some people do still kind of have a taste every now and then to go back to that. But mostly the reason why you start eating that is because your baby communicates that to you. Well, people want to know why I communicate with my baby at 5 months old. We've been communicating. When he was in my womb, right? But it's important you guys continue to talk to your children. Communication is key, because just like when you go into a new job or a new environment, you want to know what's going on. You want to know questions. Everything's new to you. It's a new energy. It's a new feeling. And it's just, you're looking around and you're like, wow, this is different. Well, imagine a child. Imagine what a child would feel going into a new environment, going to a new setting. So I always like to communicate with my child. And yes, he's 5 months, or however old your child is, you continue to communicate with them, because it builds communication skills. It builds a bond between the mother and the child. So people think it's odd that I talk to my 5-month-old son. And you guys know I get on here and I teach with you guys. And I teach different ways, right? Sometimes we laugh. Sometimes we joke. Sometimes we have fun. Sometimes there'll be times we cry, right? And that's the best kind of teachers, right? Because what you want to come in the classroom, right? You come in the classroom and the teacher's like, okay, class, today we're going to turn to page 40 and we're going to go over mathematics. You want mathematics? Okay, so who did their homework today? You're going to be like, okay, everybody's going to go to sleep. Nobody's going to pay attention. Nobody's going to want to engage. But when you come in as a teacher, mind you, I used to work with special needs teacher, and I used to want to be a child care teacher. Go look back in my thing. I did the KinderCare. I did my internship there. So when you go in there, you want to be fun. You want to be energetic. You want to laugh. You want to find different ways to communicate with the class. Well, I'm a teacher. I'm a mother. And when you're a mother, you automatically teach, because you're guiding your kid through life. So why do I communicate with my child so much? Because I'm guiding him through life even at 5 months old, because it's new environments, new things he steps into. And then I think somebody said, you guys, my energy level. Sometimes I have a lot of energy. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes my energy level. Now, I think that's hilarious, because as a mother, it doesn't matter how tired you are, right? It doesn't matter what all you had to do that day. If your baby cries or needs something, how many of you guys have to have energy like this to get up and go see what your baby needs? Energy like this, because you have to get up, you might have to change him, you might have to feed him, you have to make a new bottle, you might have to give him a bath because he pooped everywhere, you might have to change the sheets. So you have to have energy like this to go ahead and take care of your baby. Even if you're tired, your feet hurt, you're cooking dinner, you're busy, you have to have that energy to go work with your child. So yes, at the drop of the dime, I can have energy. Okay, because I need that energy to work with my child. So when I need that energy, I know how to go ahead and get up, do what I need to do, and take care of business because I have a child. And that child needs my full attention, all my energy. This is what my child needs. A mother that's attentive and aware, right? Because nobody wants to be half sleepy doing something with their child. That's when mistakes are made. You need to be alert and aware. So yes, I do have the energy. I open my eyes, I stand up, I go see what my baby is doing. So they say, how do you have energy like that at the drop of the dime? Well, I have a baby. I have to have energy at the drop of the dime because he cries at the drop of the dime. And then they say, well, your mood can go from happy to sad. If anybody says anything about my baby that can be emotional, for instance, like they thought that you stole that baby. What? You think I was still a baby? Now, if your response is not that, then something's wrong. You should have some type of response. You know what I'm saying? To certain things. If you don't, then why wouldn't you respond to that? So what am I supposed to say? No, I didn't take a baby. Like, of course not. Why would I take a baby? No, I would never do that. Because in my heart, I'm like, whoa, like that's a big accusation. I would never do that. And just because I can go from that to, okay, and so what do we do next? Is because that happened. Now what do we do next? You get what I'm saying? I can't dwell on one emotion. I'm a mother. I got to keep going. I can't dwell on one thing. If I cry, and I got to keep going. If I'm sad, I got to keep going. If I'm hungry, I eat, I got to keep going. I can't dwell on just one emotion all day. I'm a mother. I got to get up. I got to teach my kid. I got to feed my kid. I got to bathe my kid. I got to wash my kid's hair. I got to brush my kid's teeth. I got to help him with his teething. I got to help him with his finger food. Okay, and we do arts and crafts, even though he's 5 months. Because he has a lot of energy, what do? We go ahead, we paint. We play with toys. We do different things throughout the day. So I have to have energy in the drop of the dime. And then when he take a nap, that's when that mama has to get some sleep. So what do I have to do? I have to be able to get my sleep when he sleeps. And when he wakes up, guess who got to be right back up? So it's not that I control my energy because I have a child. And I know my child needs a certain level of energy because he's 5 months and it's just me. Therefore, when my baby needs something, I'm up on it. Why do you think he doesn't cry that much? He don't cry that much at all. He barely has to whimper. You know why? Because mom's already there. Mom's already there right there. What do you need? Okay, here you go. Oh, here's your bottle. Here's your this. And even when I got stuff to do, you guys, I have stuff to do. He's on my hip. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're doing this. He's on my hip. And that's because we still got stuff to do, but I need to have my baby, so I have to go ahead and multitask. That's a mother. That's a mother. So it's not a mood swing. It's not I'm too emotional. You guys, I can't believe I can't believe they said that. And I can control my energy, again, because I have a child. So when he goes to sleep, mama got to get her sleep in. When he's up, I have to get up. I'm on his schedule, not my own. So I have to have energy and be able to rotate my energy differently for my child. People are acting like they can't understand that. Like there's an emotional imbalance because she has a spike of energy when she talks about her child. That's because I have to have energy when I deal with my child. I don't be one of the moms like, okay, son, what a burden. He's not. This baby is phenomenal. So what I do is, okay, hey, baby, what you doing? Come on, Chunkadoo. Come on, let's get up. Let's go. Same like when I get on here and I have energy. Same like when I talk about my child, I have energy because that's what I need to go ahead and teach this. How many parents out there, when they tired, want to go to sleep, foot hurt, their baby cry, they get up immediately. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you get up immediately to go see what's wrong with your baby. That doesn't mean you have mood swings. That doesn't mean you can't control your energy. That means that you're a mother and you get up when your baby needs something. And that's what I do. After being in a car accident, after everything, I get up, drop of the dime and see what my baby needs. So well that he don't have to cry. He goes, just a whimper. And his mom was already there. Okay? And sometimes his crying sounds like talking because I communicate with him, so guess who communicates? Because I communicate with him, guess who communicates? Because I give him high fives, guess who knows how to give high fives? Oh yeah, we work on motor skills here. We work on communication here because he's going to need it in the long run. Okay? I wanted to be a teacher back then, but guess what? I have the pleasure of teaching my child. And I have a great time doing it and spend a lot of time doing it. So for people to say, oh, her energy fluctuates in this and that, well, you know what? I'm a mother, and when I need to have the energy, I do. When I need to rest, I rest. Okay, but I want to discuss here something a little bit different. But I did want to go on there and talk to you guys about that because people try to tell me how I'm feeling or what I'm feeling, or try to diagnose me with, well, maybe her mood, maybe I have control of all my moods and all my energy. So if people have no response, that means that they're good? Because really people should have responses to certain situations. It's natural to have a human response to different things. Just like a baby has response to different things, animals respond to different things differently. Humans also respond to different things emotionally. And I'm so confused on why that's hard to explain. So if somebody says something like that's heartbreaking to another individual and they have a straight face, is that supposed to be normal? Or if they become emotional, right, and then somebody else asks them, after they get emotional from the situation, then somebody else goes and asks a different question, and then they say, okay, and they answer that question, does that mean they bring that emotion into another situation? I'm asking you, do we bring one emotion to another situation? No. That means you can't control your emotion. But I'm the crazy one? But I'm crazy. I know that. I have control over my emotions. And yes, it's rare I cry. But when I do cry, okay, trust me, that's because there was injustice in the situation. And unfortunately, there's nothing sometimes you can do about injustice. But that does not mean there is mood swings, you guys. That's hilarious to me. See, people always try to paint a narrative for someone else when really, if you guys want to know my narrative, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you what happened. I'm going to tell you my narrative. I'm going to tell you what happened and from the beginning. So stay tuned to my narrative. If you really want to know what my life is about and what happened, I will tell you. I've even written it down. I've written it down because, see, they want me to forget. They think I forgot. I will not forget. See, you don't forget traumatic experience in your life. You can't forget those things because it's traumatic. So there's things I will never forget. And I'm going to tell you guys something that people, my family members, want me to forget that I'm going to speak about today.